every night you play in this league, you know, you're going to be testing one way or the other. And particularly home opener, Brooklyn played very hard. It was a physical game. You know, I thought it got away. We adjusted to it. I thought very well. A lot of things, you know, I've mentioned from a habit standpoint. Defensively, we didn't do a lot of things that we have been working on trying to do, and that just tells you that we're not there yet with the habits, so we've got to keep working. But I think more importantly, we really came together as a team late and executed really, really well and got some big stops. You know, they hit some shots and kind of wouldn't go away, so to speak, and I thought Brooklyn played very well and very hard, and I think we played hard too.
It seemed like Dyson really set the tone defensively, particularly in the third quarter with that run that allowed you guys to kind of get up to about 10-point lead. Just how much does he kind of set that tone for you guys and maybe kind of shift things in the direction you want to go defensively?
Yeah, I think anytime you see someone, you know, guarding with both a combination of being able to contain and also to be able to make plays and not get out of position, you know, you see your teammate doing that, you know, you're forced to kind of raise your level. And again, I think we can be better as, you know, five guys, because as solid and impactful as Dyson is, we need everybody, you know, to be the kind of defensive team we want to be. That said, you know, I thought, again, there were some really good possessions as well. We just got to string more of them together.
Coach, what did you see from Onyeka to allow him to be just so impactful tonight, specifically offensively as well?
You know, he's got great hands and he can really finish. You know, he's just got excellent touch around the rim, and you know, he's been as focused, you know, as anybody on the little things defensively. And I think he finds his way into plays because of his instinct. And you know, he and Clint and Larry, he and Clint tonight, I think, you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't like point out the fact that, you know, we got out at about the 9-minute mark because we knew we wanted to finish with him. And the way that Clint handled that was to be unbelievably supportive of Onyeka. And those two guys having each other's back, that's what this team has to do. They have to support each other. That's why I was so pleased with our reaction to, you know, somebody's, you know, taking a hard foul, or, you know, it's a tough position to be in. That's how people get hurt. But I like the way that we responded. Not in the moment, yeah, but we came together after that. And Clint and O have been together, and they support each other. And really, that's the essence of a team. You know, that it's not about, you know, any one guy, how much you play, how many points you score, whether you start, whether you finish. There's all those moments during the game that if you really do care about winning, like people say they do, you have to care more about the team than you do your individual performance. And as good as O was, that's what Clint was too.
Coach, when Trey was out, V took the reins there running the offense. It didn't seem to be flowing all that well. Is that just a process of learning? And
yeah, I think, you know, we didn't flow as well. And that's actually how we refer to it. And that means the second quarter we didn't run. We weren't spaced, so we weren't able to, you know, to get into possessions and connect and have multiple actions. And you know, I thought when that happened, when Trey's in the game, he's able to make some plays. And it's that, like, I thought V defensively, you know, we've got to help each other more in those situations and continue. You know, we may not have one or two players that are going to make a play or make a play for someone else or gain an advantage. We have to do that collectively, and it's the same mindset that we have to have defensively as well.
Coach,
Don't put any of that on V. That's us. You know, we've got to be better. Yeah.
Coach, obviously, Zachary making his season debut tonight. What did you think about his energy? You know, just the way he moved on the floor, and was there anything that you saw tonight specifically that you're gonna make a point of emphasis to kind of really hone in on and work on this season?
Yeah, I mean, I thought he did a really good job, and when you know, he's made shots, and what to me, the point of emphasis is you're not gonna make shots every night, and how do you impact the game other ways? Whether it's a pass or a cut defensively, and the other part of that is you don't stop shooting, you know, because he's a really good shooter. And, you know, I thought, again, it's hard to separate out any one individual. You know, I know we're talking about Zach, but, you know, collectively, we gotta take our one another up and help each other be better, and I thought he did that.
I know the numbers with Cam Thomas don't reflect it, but can you comment on how you felt like Dyson did defending him?
I thought he did a good job. He made him work for everything. And, you know, I think everybody in this league knows, you know, what a, you know, tremendous offensive player he is. You know, he's capable of having 40, 50-point nights. And, you know, I thought towards the end, we got a little bit of a cushion, and then we fouled on consecutive possessions, and we kind of lost that. And then in those situations, you know, he knows that they need a basket, and, you know, he's going to create it. That the last one he hit Dyson was right in his face, but he's capable of doing that. You know, you just have to continue to guard him, try to make it hard.
Coach, how well do you feel that, I know this is their first game, but how well do you feel that the team came together and played as a unit?
I thought it was, you know, in the front of our minds the whole time. I don't think we did the things that necessarily facilitate that on the level that we need to. But I don't think that was for lack of commitment in any way. We just got to get better. You know, it's the first game, and, you know, you're excited, the fans are there, it's adrenaline. You're playing a team that, you know, is coming out and taking it at you. They're switching pick and roll. You know, they're uprooting us on screens, so, you know, there wasn't a lot of freedom of movement. And we needed to adjust to how the game was being called. So all those things, you know, it may not have showed it all the time, but I think from a mental standpoint, we were committed to that. We just didn't always do the things, you know, that you need to do to capitalize on that. And that just means we gotta keep training.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Okay.
Thank you.